Welcome to the YouTube channel of Unique World Education. In this video, we are going to discuss about the CBSE sample paper of grade 10 physics. So this is the latest sample paper which is released in the website of CBSE, and this is the first question. So let's discuss the question right now. So choose the correct option for the color of rays for A and B. In the chapter human eye, you have studied about the dispersion. So whenever a light is passing through the prism, the light gets splitted into its component colors. So the light which is having more wavelength will be dispersed less, and light which is having less wavelength will be dispersed more, and we will get a order of VITEEE in the reverse order. The red light will come at the top, and B will get it as violet. So what is the answer? It will be red and violet. Option C is the answer. So no doubt, right? So here we can discuss like that is the reason the red color is used as the dangerous signal, or red color is used in the what traffic signals, because red color can transfer or travel more distance without getting dispersed or without getting scattered. Understood? So this is the answer for this question. The A will be red color, B will be violet. The starting of the VIBGYOR, so that is V, and the ending is R. A convex mirror always forms an image behind it, and the image formed is virtual. Of course, definitely it's correct, because here we have a convex mirror, and the convex mirror is always producing a virtual image. That means it is producing the image behind the mirror. It is producing the image behind the mirror. So in this case, we can say that this assertion A is true. Now let's read the reason. According to the sign convention, the focal length of a convex mirror is positive. So the R is also true. But here R is not the correct explanation for the A, because A is producing virtual image. Since it is, and reason is given as the focal length is positive. So here the assertion and reason are correct, but we can say that the reason is not the correct explanation of assertion, because we don't want that explanation when it is positive or negative. So this focal length of a convex mirror is positive. It is depending on where the image is formed, not on the what type of image. Here clear, because concave mirror is also producing virtual image. So here assertion, the reason is not the correct explanation for the assertion. We can select that one. The above figure shows the formation of an image by a lens shown by a thick line. What is the type of the lens used? Here we are getting a virtual image. So what is the type of the lens used? It can be a and the image is enlarged. So we can write it as it is convex lens. What type of lens it is? It is convex lens. So it is convex lens. What is the reason? Because the convex lens is the one which is creating magnified and virtual image. Here the image is virtual and it is magnified. So only one lens which can produce the virtual and magnified image, that is convex lens. Nature of the image, that will be virtual and erect. What is the nature of the image? It is virtual and erect. If the image is formed at a distance of 30, so I am taking V is equal to 30 from the lens, the image is twice the size of the object. So I am writing image is twice the size of the object, magnification is 2. And I know the equation of magnification of lens is V by U. Magnification is given as 2, because this is clear. The image is twice the size of the object. So image is enlarged by magnified by 2 times. So here we can write it as 2 is equal to V by U. 2 is equal to, what is V here? It is given as 30 by U, and U is equal to 30 by 2. U is equal to 15. Since U is on the left side of the mirror, or it is against the direction of ray of the incoming signal, we can write it as U is equal to minus 15 centimeter. This is the answer for the next question. The electrical circuit in a cloth dryer contains two heaters X and Y. So this is a electrical circuit of a cloth dryer Okay, it is given in the question. And we have two heaters. One is at X and one is at Y. Both are in parallel. And the above figure shows the circuit connected to 230 volt power supply. So V is equal to 230 volt. And when both the switches are closed, the current in X is 3.5. So we need to find the power developed in the heater X. So we know the equation for power is equal to V into I. So we need to find the power delivered at X is equal to voltage across X, current passing through the X. So what is the voltage across X? Since it is connected in parallel, voltage across X is 230. Current passing through the X is equal to, what is that? 3.5. So this will be the equation of power. You find the answer as a homework. What is the equation of power? V into I. Just multiply 230, just multiply the current. If the resistance of X is double that of Y, calculate the current in the heater Y. Here 3.5 is passing through the X here. Okay, and we can say that when if the resistance of X is doubled, the current passing through the X will become half. Why? The current is inversely proportional to the resistance. So what will be the current passing through the Y? We can write it as it is double. So here when the resistance is increased in this arm, when X resistance is increased, current become half. Then the remaining current will be passing through the Y, and we can take it as it is 7 ampere. Understood? So let's move on to the next question. We have 4 resistors A, B, C, D of resistance 3, 6 ohm, 9 ohm and 12 ohm. Find out the lowest resistance which can be obtained by combining these 4 resistors. So lowest resistance means connect the resistors in parallel. So I'm writing it in the short term. Connect the resistors in parallel, you will get the lowest resistance. Here just connect it parallel, you will get the 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. So here the effective resistance 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 12. Solve it, you will get the answer. You are given 2 fuse wires A and B. So those who want, you can take the screenshot, do the question, just do the LCM and find the answer. Reverse it, you will get the effective resistance equation. The next question, you are given 2 fuses wire A and B. This is fuse wire A, this is B. This is fuse wire A, this is fuse wire B. Okay. So we have 2 fuse wire A and fuse wire B. Current rating 2 ampere and the current rating of B is 5 ampere. Justify with reason which of the two would you use with a 1000 watt 220 volt power heater, room heater. Power is equal to voltage into current. Current is equal to power by voltage. What is power here? 1000 by 220. So you will get around 100 by 22, nearly 4 point something you will get the answer. So which rating you can use? You cannot use, because the current which is taken by the heater is, the current required for the heater is 4.4. I am taking 4.5 or 4.4 ampere. But here we cannot use the 2 ampere. If you are using 2 ampere fuse, 4.4 ampere current is passing through the 2 ampere fuse. It will melt, it will burn and it will melt. But which is the exact Answer for the question, which of the two would you use with a room heater? I will use the 5 ampere wire. What is the reason? Because the current will be definitely less than 5. So we can use the heater, the fuse as option B as the answer. Understood? Okay. So this question, what is the fundamental difference between hypermetropia, myopia? Study that always. You can expect a question from that portion. What is hypermetropia and what is myopia? Myopia is short-sightedness. You can see the objects near to you, but you cannot see the far away objects. Hypermetropia, you cannot see the nearest object. You can see the far away object. And diagrams also you should study. What is the defect that's shown in the figure? Here, when the person is trying to look at the nearest object, he cannot focus the image at the retina. So here the defect of the first answer is, what is the defect? It is hypermetropia. And state one cause for it is because of the larger focal length of the eye lens. Larger focal length of eye lens. Why? Because since the focal length is high, the eye cannot focus the image exactly at retina. Explain with reason if a concave lens can be used to correct the defect. No, concave lens is a diverging lens. So concave lens, it cannot diverge the image into the retina. So concave lens cannot use as a used to correct the hypermetropic defect. So we need convex lens to correct hypermetropia. So study that portion now itself. What is myopia, what is hypermetropia, what is near point, what is power of accommodation, all that point should be very clear. Okay. So next question from the chapter magnetism and matter. It's a 3-mark question. Mona was doing an experiment with a magnetic compass and a straight current carrying wire. She observed that as she moved the compass away from the current carrying wire, the deflection of the compass needle reduced. Explain why the deflection of compass needle reduces as Mona moved away the compass needle from the current carrying wire. For example, if I am having a current carrying wire, the magnetic field is like concentric circle and the magnetic field strength will reduce when I am moving away from the conductor. So what is the reason? The deflection reduces. What is the reason deflection reduces? Magnetic field strength reduces when distance increases. So magnetic field is inversely proportional to the distance from the conductor. So when a current carrying conductor is placed here you will get more magnetic field, here less, here less, here less. So when you increase the distance from the conductor, magnetic field strength also decreases. Mention one thing that could have changed in the circuit of the wire that could increase the deflection. How? You just increase the current. For example, if this is current is equal to 5 ampere, you will get a magnetic field. Again, if you increase the current with a 7 ampere, magnetic field also will increase. So what is the one thing that you can do? You can increase the current. Explain with reason what will be the direction of magnetic field. So use the right hand thumb rule. Place your right hand in the direction of current. So here what is the direction of current? It is downward. So when you place your hand towards downwards, you will get the option as clockwise. You will get the magnetic field in the direction of clockwise. So what is the answer for the C question? Explain with the reason. With the reason. What is the reason? Right hand thumb rule. Direction of magnetic field. What is the direction of magnetic field? It is clockwise. I hope that point is clear. The direction of magnetic field is clockwise in this case. Clear everyone? Okay. So we'll discuss more questions on the coming classes. So just go through the questions we just discussed now, and we are planning to conduct this as a series of videos. Will include a lot of questions from the sample papers in the coming video. So just watch the video, take the screenshot, do the questions once again and again. Any doubt in this, you can ask me in the comment box. Okay, thank you all. Thank you.